On to the second one. The bullet that 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks fired from his assault rifle at the Pennsylvania rally ground last Saturday killed one president's chances to come back to office. And it's not Donald Trump. Come November, Trump has everything going for him to be the next president of the United States. No, let me correct myself. He had everything going for him till Saturday, but post that assassination bid, he's unstoppable. It's Joe Biden who might have taken the ricochet from the bullet. Those 9 seconds have been dissected ad nauseum now, including on your own Republic TV, giving a long list of security lapses. Briefly, let's look at those lapses with the videos on your screen.
Take a look at what happened.
One, Crooks was seen at least half an hour before the shooting at the rally venue, complete with a rangefinder and a backpack. His presence flagged by Trump supporters. Yet the agencies lost his track in the crowd. 2 videos have emerged of him being brought to the notice of cops on duty second time when he's seen crawling up that shed from where he took the shot at Trump. Again, no reaction from the law enforcement agencies. 3, despite knowing that there was an active security situation at the venue, Trump was allowed to arrive and take the stage. 4, once the shot is fired, Trump ducks on his own. If you go back to the visuals, you realize that the nearest Secret Service agent is at least 5 meters away. That's not proximity protection by any definition of the word. 5, the counter sniper took down Crooks only after he had fired as many as 7 rounds, killing 1 and injuring 2 other rally goers. That's a slow response time. 6, Trump was allowed to take his 5 seconds and do his fist in the air number before being whisked away. In that melee, it is unlikely that the Secret Service agents had an all clear on the shooter to let Trump raise his head and do that gig for his supporters. 7, and for that, let's go back to security preparations before the event. Basic security protocol of occupying heights that can give any would-be assassin a vantage point to shoot was not followed. In fact, the place Crooks occupied gave him direct line of sight to Trump from a mere 150 meters. 8, and this might be peripheral, but of consequence for investigation. Crooks' parents had intimated local police hours in advance of him missing in a manner that worried them about his well-being. Why were they worried? Did they know their son had scooted with his father's rifle? Were they aware of his state of mind in any manner? Records have shown that Crooks searched for symptoms of depressive disorder at least once on his laptop. July 13 would be my premiere. Watch as it unfolds. Crooks posted on an American social media platform called Steam. There is now ample information to show that Crooks did a recce of the rally venue in advance. His planning included arranging a ladder, which has led to another conspiracy theory. How did he know that exactly that shed and that roof would be available without a Secret Service sniper or law enforcement presence? Trumpsters and Republicans erupted in anger. Secret Service, the agency charged with protecting American presidents and presidential candidates, much like our own SPG, was slammed for incompetence. Its head, Kimberly Cheatle, has been lampooned and reviled since then for injecting wokeism into the service to an extent that professional merit stands compromised. The lapses are glaring, obviously. A lady agent is seen struggling to put her weapon back into the holster in one of the videos. Another lady officer is seen ducking lower than Trump with the first burst of firing. But that can be a sexist way of looking at things. Cheatle's target of having up to 30% of the agents made up of women is not different from India trying same with its state police forces. More likely, the very visible incompetence of cops on duty or failure of security protocols were a product of the Secret Service having not faced a similar situation in the last 4 decades. The last time an American president was shot at was in 1981, when Ronald Reagan was hit and wounded in Washington, D.C. Reagan, of course, survived. Investigations, both internal and external, would throw some light on these issues, and for sure the gaps would get plugged. But conspiracy is thick in the air already, made easier to piece together by the lapses I listed earlier. Let us look at some of them. Did Trump get this done to solidify his grip over the election, to make it one-sided? So the left loonies believe. One host on ABC was heard suggesting that much when she said that how come Trump was given 9 seconds to raise those fists, shout, fight, fight, fight. Essentially, Trump staged the attack and was allowed to present a profile in courage, according to this theory. The thought is aided by the fact of assailant Crooks registering as a Republican voter some time back. There's another one according to which the US deep state orchestrated it. To what objective? Maybe to force Biden to give up his second shot at the presidency. Then why? Because Biden has been on a mental decline, and a big section within the Democrat establishment is worried that this is not good for them and not good for America. And then again, this falls on Crooks himself, for he made a small $15 donation to a Democrat-leaning political action committee on the day Biden won his election in 2020. Podcaster and Trump supporter Dan Bongino claimed he had spoken to an unimpeachable source in the Biden administration and was told that the rooftop from where Crooks took that shot at Trump was supposed to be an occupied police post. The fact that it was left unmarked and unattended indicates towards a conspiracy, according to Bongino, who added that he was told by the same source that the Secret Service chief had been asked to remain shut or lose her job. Cheetle did not help her cause when she attributed absence of an agent atop the shed to the sloping roof. I should quote it because even I found it funny. That building in particular has a sloped roof at its highest point. And so, there's a safety factor that would be considered there, that we wouldn't want to put somebody up on sloped roof. And so, the decision was made to secure the building from inside. She's supposed to have told an interviewer. The argument was shred to pieces, with even the likes of Elon Musk joining in the debate. Pictures popped up of Secret Service agents standing atop the sloping White House roof, of cows moving on sheds with sloping roofs. Even the counter sniper who took down Crooks was on a roof with greater incline than the one which was left unattended, and hence occupied by Crooks. Cheetle has also been mocked for bringing in the Iranian terror angle. Her admission, in fact, was a twin-edged sword. If the security around Trump was, in fact, upped, as she claimed, after the Iranian threat, then the lapses become preposterous. Combat veteran Shane Parnell, a Trump supporter who was present in the front rows at the rally, posted his picture punching holes in some of the Cheetle arguments. I should quote from this post. Everyone needs to see this photo to appreciate the tactical negligence that occurred during the assassination attempt on DJT, that's Donald J. Trump. This photo was taken just minutes before the first shots were fired. DJT is oriented towards the shooter at his point. Look in the upper left of this photo. That is the building. Look how close it was. Direct line of sight to DJT. You can see my wife and I to the right of the Secret Service agent in the front row. There is no excuse to not have someone on that roof. None. It amounts to the most stunning incompetence and negligence in a tactical situation that I have ever been part of. Ever. It's simply incomprehensible to me how this happens. The only thing that is more incomprehensible to me is how the director of the Secret Service still has a job, unquote. Another Trump supporter, Matt Wallace, made a direct charge at the Biden administration. According to him, there's someone in the Butler County Police Department who informed Crooks in advance that the shed which he used for his shot was in fact going to be left unattended. Let me quote him also. That unequivocally means there is a snake in the Butler County Police Department who made sure that an opening was available for the shooter. He was given his marching orders by the same deep state operative who dictated that the Secret Service would resign their duties to protect the most critical building. The conclusion? It's almost impossible for so many things to align without a hand pulling the strings. That hand must be found and eliminated before the next attempt at Trump's life is successful." Unquote. These conspiracy theories are not just social media fodder. Mainstream Fox News host Jesse Waters directly charged federal agencies of hiding information in the light of these missing links. America is no stranger to both political assassinations and conspiracy theories. Famously, the killing of John F. Kennedy spawned over 1,000 books, most subscribing to one or the other conspiracy plot. All of them junking the official Wallace Committee report, which found none. It speaks volumes about a society that one of the Kennedy theories targeted then junior CIA operative George H.W. Bush. Yes, the same Bush who not only went on to head the CIA, but also became the President of the United States. Ultimately, it is about a political culture that accepts violence, both verbal and physical. Of late, it has evolved into what is termed as cancel culture. Biden has regretted his choice of words on Trump. For his part, in the first campaign video released after the shooting, Trump has resisted the temptation of using visuals of him under fire. Is better sense prevailing? We don't know yet. Trump is winning, and Biden is under pressure to opt out of Democrat ticket ahead of party's convention next month. So, in a way, objectives of conspiracy theories from both sides stand proved. Nevertheless, the live TV shooting was something Hollywood would have struggled to produce. As the host of The Apprentice, Trump himself is not unfamiliar with the grip that reality TV can have on audiences. But I'm not starting another conspiracy theory. Thanks for watching.